Greetings, fellow travelers. I hope your flight was smooth and enjoyable. Having to travel to a different country takes a lot of patience, but I can assure you that all your waiting will be rewarded. I bet you're safe to assume that you're looking for something better than bagged snacks and water to eat. So, why don't I take time to tell you about the best cuisine Mexico has to offer? I will tell you the best places I have been or shopped when I was there on vacations last summer with my father, who was born in Mexico and was able to share his information with me. I will first explain the differences between Mexican and American foods, and then give you the details on the Mexican delicacy, which is worth a try. And finally, recommend you the best stop at the next restaurant. Now, firstly, let's talk about some interesting food facts. Now, it might be a little confusing, but the tortilla is the main staple of a Mexican diet. People eat over 6 tortillas a day. Since they are such a versatile food ingredient, they can be used in foods such as quesadillas, tacos, or they can act as a side for the main courses like beans and rice. Tortillas are very important in Mexican cuisine, with culture originating from flour to large yield that corn crops possessed for nearly a century. It's the most important ingredient in a tortilla. Now that I've talked to you about the history, it's time to convince you to try something new. With information provided by the carnival.com, I can introduce you to our most popular foods such as tacos al pastor, which are probably my personal favorite. While tacos al pastor means from the style of the shepherd. You may have seen this popular dish in America. It involves slow roasting pork covered with onions and pineapple, and you serve them on corn or either flour tortillas. They are very popular here in America. There are all sorts of restaurants that decide to use that style of tacos. You may have seen them as street vendors. You may have seen them indoors where they have their little shelves where they hold their meats that they use for the tacos. Or perhaps you would prefer something more complex, like chilaquiles, which are fried tortillas topped with salsa. They even come with refried beans and your choice of meat and fresh cheese. They usually have chicken, or it can be something different like pork, maybe even veal. I hope these options were enticing, because next up we're going to be heading towards the best places to eat in Mexico, as recommended by my father and me. We are going to arrive at the famous tourist destination of Oaxaca, the perfect place to book your stay in the lovely city, which is most known for its hotspot for the holiday of Dias de los Muertos, which is like a Mexican Halloween, usually celebrated on October 29th, and it's probably the most beautiful carnival I've ever seen. So be sure to wear some clothes for that, because it is going to be a very fun night. Now, are we ready to explore our cuisine options? Then look no further than the restaurant of El Destilano, where you will surely find the foods I have mentioned among some others here in this speech. Thank you for giving me your time as I gave you the creme de la creme that Mexico has to offer. Now enjoy yourself at your stay and don't be afraid to try something new. Thank you for listening, and you have a great day.